Hey everybody, happy New Year. Oh my gosh. I'm wearing red because I'm still a Chiefs fan and it's close enough still to the holidays, okay? Hey, thanks for joining me today and I wish you the very best this new year of 2022. We all know how challenging the last 2 years have been. We got through it pretty good. If you want to know the truth, Mimi and I are in good shape. The company's in good shape. We're hiring more people. Our business bookings have been fabulous. I feel sorry for the ocean cruise industry right now because the CDC is most certainly not the ocean cruise industry's friend. Everything I'm hearing, river cruises, all-inclusive resorts, domestic vacations, they're still spectacular. And if you want to know the truth, ocean cruising has gone really quite well. Our bookings have been fabulous. And you'll see a lot of things today. Matter of fact, listen to my show Saturday, my Vacation Views radio show. It's on from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on 710 KCMO. I'm going to go over a lot of things that I've been reading about what the next 2 to 3 to 4 months look like with the policies of the world, with the Omicron variant, and I've got some great insight that I think will be very, very good for you to hear. These have been most certainly challenging times. These most certainly have been times that policies have been changing by the countries that we go to, by the vendors that take us or take you to these countries, sometimes by the airlines. It's crazy. Some countries have QR codes they're using, some don't. Some have there's just so much right now that there is a lot of anxiety, nervousness, even fear of people wanting to make vacation plans to international destinations. Now, saying all that, I would say so much of this boils down to your risk tolerance. So many people have just gotten done. They're vaccinated, they're boosted, and they're done, and they want to go. They're done with being afraid and staying at home, and they want to go see and do the things they've wanted to do and not been able to do it the last 2 years. One of the reasons for this webinar today is to talk to you about our hosted vacations that we will be doing. It is very, very evident to me, to Mimi, to our whole staff that hosted vacations will be very, very popular in the next year, 2, 3, maybe 4 years. There's safety in numbers. People are comfortable going with a host that knows what's going on in case there is an issue. And I think that's a big, big deal. I'll give you an example. Here, let's see, today's January 4th. In 5-6 weeks, 5.5, 6, almost 6 weeks from right now, I have a full ship charter to Egypt on the Nile River with 79 people out of a ship that holds 82 people. Full ship charter to kind of, wouldn't you say, a little unique destination for right now. But the fact of the matter is people want to go, and people want to go with somebody they trust to take care of them, that knows the policies, that knows all that's going on and is there to help in case there's an issue. And number two, again, like I said earlier, there's safety in numbers and you feel better and you get to meet people that are like-minded. So this is what I'm telling you, the business has been phenomenal, but so many people are interested in these hosted trips. So I'm going to go over that with you today. Now, I'll get started in just a second, but what I want you to know and what I encourage you to do is each one of these trips that I will talk to you about today, and I think there's 8 of them, and then I'm going to talk to you about 2023 and maybe even into 2024. I've got February of the next 2 years. Well, I've got this February going to Jordan and Egypt. I've got next February. You're going to hear where to. Okay, I'll tell you right now. Antarctica, February of 2023. And I've got February 2024. Figured out Mimi and I are going to take a group on the Magdalena River in Colombia, South America, on AMA Waterways, first cruise line to go to that beautiful part of South America. So anyway, all of that to say, I will have webinars on each and every one of these hosted trips that we will be talking about today. I will have webinars in this month of January. Okay, so go to our website, cruiseholidayskc.com, and register for whichever ones you might be interested, the webinars. And by the way, like us on our Cruise Holidays of Kansas City Facebook page, because some of these events will be on our Cruise Holidays Kansas City Facebook page instead of a webinar. Then, if you do nothing else, if you're off on Monday, January 17th, I'm going to have a full day starting at 10 a.m. of doing a 30-minute webinar on each and every hosted trip that we are talking about today. And so it'll start at 10 and it'll go actually till about 5 in the afternoon. You are invited in person for that if you want to, if you're comfortable coming into our office here at Cruise Holidays, or it'll be on Facebook Live, the Cruise Holidays of Kansas City Facebook page. That's Monday, January 17th. You might want to sit through and hear all of these, but let's get started. I think you'll be impressed with everything we've got put together. Okay, let's go. Okay, I told you about the Nile River, the Egypt and Jordan trip. I think out of our 79 people going on the Nile River, and there's 2 nights in Cairo before, 2 nights in Cairo afterwards, I think 63 of those 79 people are going to go with us to Jordan before that. That's in this February, 2022. The next one after that, you'll see Kim North is one of our vacation advisors. She will be hosting this Tulip Time highlights from Brussels to Amsterdam, 7 nights. Actually, it's 8 nights, counting a pre-night in Brussels. And Kim, this will be it's her 3rd or 4th time to see the Tulip Time. This might be the best because the Floriade is going on in the Netherlands at this time. That's the once every 10-year gigantic deal with all the flowers and botanical stuff that goes on. I've never been there. My wife has been there. Kim's been there 3 times. I think this will be her 4th time. Kim's our expert when it comes to Tulip Time. So we've got her going April 9th through the 17th. Okay, and that's on Avalon Waterways River Cruise. That's a river cruise. Okay, I know I look 40 years old. I know I do, but I'm not. So my big birthday that ends with a 0, starts with something more than 4 for the 40th, will be over May 30th. May 30th is my big birthday. And you are invited to join me. The more, the merrier. At my favorite resort in the world, the Marival Distinct in Puerto Vallarta, actually the north part of Puerto Vallarta on that beautiful Banderas Bay called Nueva Vallarta. I am going for a week. May 28th is a Saturday. June 4th is a Saturday. So I'm flying down Saturday, coming back the next Saturday. We have some they have some fabulous things for you if you're with me for that birthday bash, especially on that May 30th day. You'll hear all about it. And again, this is an all-inclusive resort, ultra all-inclusive. The rooms start at 1,400 square feet. Okay, and that's a 1-bedroom. Then the 2 bedrooms are more square feet. The 3 bedrooms are more square feet. The 4 bedrooms. This is a family-friendly property. If you want to bring family, you're welcome to do that. This is about the time schools get out. If you don't want to bring family, you'll be just fine as adults only vacation. Okay, and again, that's the end of May. Now, right after that, I'm taking a group to. This is going to be so exciting. I've done this before. We go on the Seine River out of Paris round trip, and we'll go to Giverny where Monet's gardens were and his homes. We'll go to some of those beautiful stops along the northern part of France, north of Paris, and the highlight will honestly be going to Normandy. And again, this is right at 2 weeks after the 79th anniversary of D-Day. Spectacular place. I have never felt more patriotic than when I was there at the American Cemetery in Normandy before and on Omaha Beach. And oh my gosh, and I learned so much that I didn't know before about that incredible invasion from England into that part of France. Okay, that is June 16th through the 23rd, starting and ending in Paris. And if you want to go in early, all of these you can do pre-packages or post-packages, okay? This is going to be fun. I really encourage you to go with me. I know I've got lots, I mean, thousands upon thousands. We've got 30, 4,000 active clients right now, and a good part of those, a vast majority of those, love ocean cruising. And I know right now is, you know, there's some negative publicity, and I think that's just sad. Again, listen to my radio show Saturday, 10 to 11 on 710 KCMO, and I'm going to talk to you about the facts of how safe these ocean cruises are versus what the CDC is saying and doing. Unbelievable. This is going to be on the most luxurious small ship cruise ship, Regent Seven Seas Splendor. And what a blessing we've got. We've got 2 years ago pricing on a newer ship than what we had 2 years ago at the same price. So this is London to Copenhagen, as it says. It's 12 nights, August 7th. You can get out of the heat of the summer months, go to the Baltic Seas area. So beautiful, so beautiful. Mimi, I've done that actually a couple decades ago. What a great, great trip will be. As you see the picture, that's the Church of the Spilled Blood in St. Petersburg, Russia. We'll be there for 2 nights and 3 days. And all of the tours are included. Business class air is included. This is first class as first class gets. So let us talk to you about that. And again, this ship holds 756 people. And I would be shocked if there will be 500 people on it. Right now, the European Union, along with the WHO, is making sure that people going to Europe, both on ocean cruises and river cruises, have smaller numbers than their capacity of the vessels that they're on. River cruises right now are maxed out at 100 people. I don't know for sure, but I believe this is going to be maxed out at around 500 people, 250 couples. And we've got a great group already going. Well, you want to spoil yourself. Hey, you deserve a great vacation. Spend your kids' inheritance on this trip. You're going to love it. This is as good as it gets in the ocean cruise industry. Small, luxury, ultra all-inclusive, again, including business class air over the ocean and back. It's all included. Okay, we'll go now into October. Now, I'm going to give you 2 options, and they can be back-to-back here. The first one, Mimi and I are so excited about going to what's called the Lower Danube, and that is from Budapest to Bucharest. And this will be, they call it Gems of Southeast Europe. This is on a river cruise. It will be with AMA Waterways. It'll be October 10th through the 17th. And then we have a 4-night post package that is optional. You could do this or not. And that is going to the beautiful, I hear it is world-class scenic as well as historic in Transylvania, right in the middle of the Romanian mountain ranges. And that is afterwards. Also, because this starts off in Budapest, a lot of people will go into Vienna or into Budapest early. That's totally up to you. The pre-package, the post-package are both optional. The cruise is October 10th through the 17th, as you see. There's my beautiful bride. There we are, all dressed up. How about that? Gosh, it's been a long time since I've worn a tuxedo. Okay. Now I've got friends on Weatherby Lake that I've known for a long time. Jeanette Pringer and her husband, Kevin. Shane Smead is now the president of Park University. I think you all may or may not know I was on the board of Park University for 10 years. Mimi and I have underwritten the baseball field there at Park University called Comfort Field. And so we are doing a trip with Park University. And Jeanette Pringer and Kevin, what spectacular people they are. They are so much fun. Jeanette's family is from Portugal. So we're going to do the Douro River. And by the way, this is back to back. If you want to do the Gems of Southeast Europe in Budapest to Bucharest with me, you can then fly with me from Bucharest to Lisbon, Portugal, and do this incredible Douro River trip. I've done this before. Mimi's done this before. The Douro River is perhaps the most, I don't think I've ever had a trip that I've done out of 150 plus great trips that has exceeded my expectations more than the Douro River cruise that I did several years ago. And I took maybe the most well-traveled group of people with me and with Mimi that I've ever taken. And they too, their expectations were just unbelievably exceeded. So the Douro River, and that time of the year, late October, is a perfect time in Portugal because Portugal is one of the most southern places in all of Europe. So the weather is really good there. The harvest will be going on there. So there's lots and lots of energy and excitement. And this is a big wine type destination, but it's also historic and it's also incredibly cultural. People forget that Portugal the Portuguese ruled the world for a couple hundred years with their navy and their explorers, if you remember that. So I really encourage you to do that one. And again, you can do this separate, or you can do this with the Gems of Southeast Europe before that, with me do 2 back to back. Okay. Douro River, man, that's fabulous. Oh, by the way, we will start in Porto and end up in Madrid, Spain. And Jeanette's parents are both from Portugal, and Jeanette did a lot of her schooling in Spain, so she is real excited about that. In fact, her dad, who's from Portugal, will be going. She gave that to her dad as a Christmas gift. I think that's so cool. Now, this next one, that if you want to do the Greek islands, and man, the Greek islands have been so popular, believe it or not, during this pandemic time with almost all cruise lines. October 22nd through the 29th on Azamara, again, a small ship about the same size as that Regent ship I was talking about, 800 people, give or take a little bit. 7 nights, round trip Athens. And by the way, not only does it go to Santorini, which you see the picture of here. Oh my gosh, Santorini is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. It also goes to Mykonos. It goes to several of the other spectacular Greek islands, but it takes you to Kuşadası, Turkey, which is where the ruins of Ephesus are. And next to what we are going to see this coming February on the Nile River, the ruins at Ephesus are arguably the most impressive ruins anywhere in the world. So this is a great experience too. And Jules Cook, as you see here, will be our host on that. She's fabulous. She's a great. She's a hostess with the mostest. You'll like her a lot. Okay, now going into 23. Like I told you, I'm going to be taking a group somewhere really unique and really special in February the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, long as the good Lord gives me. How about that? And I'm so excited about this one. This is, as you look at it, we call it the Antarctica Expedition, but it's on a brand new expedition cruise line called Atlas Ocean Voyages. And I think this is really a big deal. And you might tune in to, if you're interested in Antarctica, tune in 2 days from now, January 6th at 6 p.m. You have to go to our website and register, cruiseholidayskc.com. If you have any troubles at all, just call us. We can help you get that done. Whether you can watch it or not live, if you register, we will send you the link so you can watch the webinar at any time that you want to. But a lot of people know nothing about Atlas Ocean Voyages, so I will be going over that in great detail 2 nights from now at 6 p.m. And my goodness gracious, you have to listen to this. This is just Antarctica. One of the reasons why I picked Atlas Ocean Voyages is I love the ship, by the way. I love the concept, but they are so brilliant in their in what they did that I'm so impressed with. And one of the reasons why I picked them is that they have a nonstop private exclusive jet charter from Orlando, Florida, for just the people on the cruise that will take us to Ushuaia, Argentina. We will go into the Antarctica continent. We will have 5 to 6 landings, weather permitting. They call it captain's choice. I love the itinerary. They have an itinerary, but they call everything captain's choice because the captain will go where the weather is best so we can land on the continent. And for many of us, that will be the 7th continent that we will be on in our career. A lot of people do that, as you know. They check off not only the countries. I've been to 103 countries. I've been to 6 continents. After this trip, I will have been to, I think, 106 countries and all 7 continents. But the round trip flight from Orlando to Ushuaia and back from Ushuaia to Orlando, spectacular. It will save us all probably a minimum of 6 hours of flight and airport time by doing this charter. And I must tell you, they were great to work with. They gave me, in essence, this past year's rate for 2023. So these prices will be 8 to 10% lower than they will be in 2023. And by the way, I only have those exclusive rates until the end of this month, January 31st. On February 1st, you have to pay the going rate. And the prices on this, being a new cruise line, were considerably lower, considerably. In some cases, 50% to 100% lower than some of the competitors going to the same areas. Brand new ship, 186 people maximum will be on this, and you'll learn more about it on Thursday night, 2 nights from now, January 6th, okay? So that's kind of cool. And again, we'll be gone. I'm so mad at myself this year, this Nile River. We leave on Super Bowl Sunday. And why I did that, I don't know, because my beloved Chiefs could be playing in that Super Bowl. And I will be so upset at myself if that's the case. So I made sure it won't happen in 2023. The Super Bowl's on February 12th. And we will leave a week after that, okay? That'll give us a chance to go to the parade here in Kansas City when the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and rest up before we head to Antarctica, okay? Now, a lot of people have asked me, and I love doing these hosted trips. I love doing these hosted trips. What else is on our radar? Well, I love to listen to you. I love to hear what you want to do. So as time goes on, email me. If you're at one of our events, tell me. A lot of you I know, a lot of you go with me on a lot of these trips, and I would love to have you give me your input. But here's some of the options of places that are on our bucket list or on our mind as a place to see as a group together. South Africa, sometime probably the summer of 2023, because that is actually the winter in the southern hemisphere. And believe it or not, I've done this before. That AMA Waterways River Cruise and Safari is one of the most luxurious, fabulous trips I've ever done. It, in essence, is half safari and half touring of the continent, the southern hemisphere, southern half of the continent of Africa. Okay, so that we're looking at. Now, these are not done for sure. These are the things we're looking at. You know, maybe not, Mimi and I took our whole family in June of this past year to the Galapagos Islands, and because the cruise ships were not going, we're not cruising at that time, we stayed at a safari camp that was just spectacular. And both our kids, Andrea's husband Jorge and Andrea and Jorge's 2 kids, my favorite grandkids, Chavi Cruz Martinez and Ariela Marie Martinez, it was a vacation of a lifetime. Now, when we were doing all of our tours and things, we went right by the 2 celebrity ships. The one we were on before, called the Expedition, Celebrity Expedition, we did that, I think in 2005, and it was spectacular. What an experience. If you've never done the Galapagos Islands, you have to. Now, we're going to price these out because the Galapagos Islands have been so popular for all the cruise lines, but especially for Celebrity. They have a brand new luxury, almost all suite cruise ship called the Celebrity Flora. So we'll look at both those 2 lines. They have a little bitty one called the Celebrity Expedition that holds, I think, 16 suites and 32 people. We might just take over that whole thing and just do that little one. Okay, another thing that I've done before, we're looking at the Ganges River in India. I had never had any desire to go to India except for to see the Taj Mahal. We did that again a few years back, and it was such a surprising, exceeding expectations experience. Just such an exciting experience. And then, like I told you before, in February of 2024, we don't have the dates yet, AMA Waterways will be the first river cruise line to be cruising on the Magdalena River in Colombia. And I don't know if you know anything about Colombia. I've learned a little bit, and I've followed it. Colombia right now is one of the hottest countries in the world for tours and people to vacation in. And I mean, wow, is it popular. Not so much for Americans, but popular for the rest of the people of the world, from Europeans to South Americans to Latin Americans. It's just so popular. The Magdalena River goes right through that beautiful mountain range, and AMA Waterways will be the first to have river cruises going there for American customers. And they've got a new ship contracted that's being built as we speak, just for that river. So I would say stay tuned for more. But I wanted to say thank you all so very, very much. We appreciate your business more than you'll ever know, man. It, as you know, has been a challenging last 20 months and 21 months almost. And we've gotten through it. Our attitude is positive. We've seen and gained so much of our business back that will be coming back this year, although last year ended up actually being a pretty good year for us, selling pretty much just all-inclusives and domestic vacations, with the exception of some of those groups that I did on river cruises over in Europe. But I will tell you, it's going to be, when the new norm comes about, when the American public en masse kind of accepts the fact that COVID's going to be with us in some form or another, but it's not going to be dangerous to the point of killing people, especially if you're vaccinated or boosted. Very controversial subject, I know, but I also know the facts. And I also know that most of these cruise lines are saying you have to be vaccinated. I'll be anxious to see how long that goes, but at this point in time, hey, it's better to say that and get people back on the ocean cruises, back on the river cruises. The all-inclusive resort right now, they don't care whether you're vaccinated or not. And they have proven very, very, literally, they've proven for the last 18 months that they can keep people safe. Ocean cruise lines, believe it or not, have statistics of, Royal Caribbean sent us their statistics the other day. All the cruise lines have, they have a lower rate of infection. And remember, everybody on their ships are vaccinated. Lower rate of infections than at your hometown, in your home community, in your area. It's just a shame the CDC doesn't like the cruise industry for whatever reason. But anyway, my point very simply to say, all of this will be I just read an article this morning in the pandemic stage, which traditionally lasts 18 months to 24 months, is about over. And a lot of things, even the Biden administration is saying that they're at a point where they don't want to stop the economy or close down places, shut down places anymore, and that this is going from a pandemic to an endemic. And all the people that I know in the medical industry that understand that better than I do have told me the same thing. And that could happen as early as the mid to late first quarter or second quarter of the year, which is so exciting. Okay, when that happens, supply and demand, the demand is already strong. When that happens, the demand will go stronger and the supply will go like this real quick. So it'd be my counsel to make decisions ahead of time as best you can. There's plenty of risk-free factors to consider when you're thinking about making a vacation decision to an international place. One is there are a lot of book with confidence programs. I like that terminology. A lot of vendors have something similar, but what it boils down to is, hey, even 24 hours to a week before you go, if you don't want to go, they'll give you a full, complete credit of the amount of money you spent on this vacation to use on a future vacation. We also have that travel, cancel for any reason travel insurance that maybe that will make you feel more comfortable. We've pushed that. Most everybody we've sold has taken that over the last couple of years, and then it's your choice whether you want to go or not. And your choice is, do you want a refund, even though it's a partial refund, or a credit? Your choice, but you're protected, you're risk-free. That's the big deal. Well, anyway, with that said, wow, that's a lot. Let's see, how did I do? My goal was to get this done in a half an hour. I think I did it. Well, thank you everybody for your business. We appreciate it. One last thing I do want to ask you about, this is real important to us. We've already seen this past year, 2021, bookings for 2022 and 2023. About a third of our total business have been with new clients who've never booked with us or haven't booked with us in 8 years or longer. That's exciting. Now, you know well as I do, or most of you do, that referrals are really, really important to us. So there's a lot of people that were strong in the travel industry that gave great customer service before the pandemic started that are not in business right now. Almost all people in the travel agency community went to what's called independent contractors working from home. We did not do that. We kept our employees. Again, we've got 20 people right now. They are employees full-time. We've still got a customer service business model that is very, very unique in this industry. But a lot of your friends that don't do business with us, maybe around the country and family, don't even know about us. So if you could tell people about us, Cruise Holidays Kansas City and Comfort Tours and Travel, that would be a huge help for us. Number two, people when they're checking out, especially the younger audience, when they check out different travel agencies, in this case, they go to Google and they check the reviews. Well, we would like to have your positive reviews, please. If it's negative, let us know. We'll see if we can help get something worked out. But in almost all cases, it's most certainly positive. But if you put a review on Cruise Holidays of Kansas City, on Comfort Tours, on your vacation advisor, on Google, gosh, that is a huge, gigantic help, especially for the audience that really does not know us. Okay, I know many of you that are watching today do know us, have done business with us, and we sure appreciate that. But we are we're stronger than ever, maybe not very financially strong. We're keeping an eye on our vendors to make sure we only offer vendors that are financially strong with the travel insurance that will help protect you in the what if cases. We are here to help you with all the policies. It's such a risky time. I get that. I totally get that. With all the policies that are being changed on a fairly regular basis, air schedules that are changing like crazy, cancellations, stuff like that. That's what we're here for, is to help take care of you and make you feel comfortable. Your vacation needs to be stress-free. And really, we don't cost more to do business with us than we do online. And why would you do something online? And you sure don't want to be doing anything direct right now. The hold times are still just crazy. You know, starting this year, several of the ocean cruise lines were not even accepting calls from consumers or from travel agents. It's just been a mess. They all have cut so much staff that when the volume picks up like it's picked up right now, they don't have the staff to handle that. Well, you don't need to be on hold. Let us work our magic and do all that for you. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's go, Chiefs. And any way we can help to earn your vacation business, we will do so. Again, check out all of our, check out on our website, cruiseholidayskc.com, for these webinar times. If you've just tuned in since I started this program, I will be doing webinars on every one of these hosted groups throughout this month of January. And if you want to do just a one-day, what do they call it in college, a one-day cramming session on Monday, January 17th, which is Martin Luther King's birthday, a holiday for most people, we will be doing in-person seminars every hour on the hour from 10 o'clock up to 5 o'clock on all these different hosted groups. I will be doing that. And you can come to our office if you're comfortable, and if you're not comfortable, like us on Cruise Holidays Kansas City Facebook page, and you can watch it on Facebook Live. And again, if you register with us, we will let you know all these options, let you know how to get the links to watch it at a time. Maybe you can't watch it live, so you just watch it at a time of your convenience, or send it to friends or family, that link, to let them see the presentation that I did on all of these. Okay, again, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. And as my late father-in-law said, ho, 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 I'm out of dough. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Happy New Year. And let's go, Chiefs.